Hello, everybody. Amanda Davis here, Independent AVON Ambassador and the face behind Amanda's Beauty Alcove. And I am coming out in this video to share with you the Go by Glimmer Lacquered Lip Gels. These are so fun. And if you're like me and you like to try everything new and everything lip, anyway, these are two. So these do also come in some cute packages. I have talked about these in the campaign 3 highlights video, as well as there was a haul video where I went through them when I first got them, some of them. And so, but I do have all six shades here. And it is maximum impact, minimal effort, ultimate fusion of a shiny gloss and tinted lip color in one, non-sticky formula with a gel-like texture, glides on and will help leave your lips feeling soft and cushioned. It's infused with a super fruit extract complex that includes Noni Fruit, Passionflower, and Amla fruit extract, buildable coverage with a glossy finish. And it is important to note that they're formulated without parabens, without talc, without sulfate, without phthalate, and without mineral oil. All of this is in the description of the video, as well as my shopping link. Of course, I am an Independent AVON Ambassador, so if you shop with me, I'm going to receive a little bit of a commission. And I did receive 3 shades free from Avon with the Avon Creative Collective, but really that's just giving us some products to try out and talk about, and we don't get any other extra compensation in addition to that. And so, but thank you, Avon, for allowing me to be part of the Creative Collective. So let's go ahead and dive right in with the shades. So the lightest shade is called Waffle Cone, and this one is definitely the lightest shade. And I'm going to see if I can swatch it for you over here on my hand. So you can see that that is a pretty nude light shade. And then the next lightest shade is actually, I believe, the Whisper Pink. So that's this one. And you can see that one has more pink to it, but still very light. And then the next shade is going to be the Orchid Bloom. Yeah, Orchid Bloom. Before I swatch this one, I'm going to show you all of the applicators. They do have like this doe foot applicator. And so that's pretty cool. And then let me swatch. This is Orchid Bloom. So you can see that that's a nice pink color as well. And then the one that I'm going to go ahead and put on for you is Sunset Rose. Yeah, I want to make sure that was which one it was. So Sunset Rose is going to look like this when I swatch it. This is the Sunset Rose, the one that my applicator is next to. And then I'm going to put some on my lip. And it is definitely a smooth texture. You can see, though, that even though it was a little bit brighter on my hands, you might not be able to see that as well in the camera, but I can see it looking at it. When I put it on, it really isn't but so dark. Of course, you can layer and add a little bit more to get more color. But actually, I do really like that, though, and I knew I would. I do really like that, and I knew I would. It's a nice, dark, well, not dark, but a nice, like, you can tell I'm wearing some sort of color. But I think pinks, I do look good with pinks. So, so anyway, so that is Sunset Rose, and I do really like that one. And texture-wise, like I said, they are, they're not sticky, not at all. It says non-sticky. They're definitely non-sticky. They are more of that. It's like a gel, you know, it's described as a gel. So it is like a gel texture. It feels smooth when I put it on. But then there is that glossy finish for people that like the glossy finish. Um, and I am one that I do like the glossy finish. And so, but it's not sticky. It's definitely not a sticky formula. And when I wore the Seeing Red, that one did actually have a longer lasting, Seeing Red did have a longer lasting color payoff, I guess is the way to describe it. Because when I wore it throughout the day, there was definitely still some color there. And so Seeing Red looks like this, a nice bright red color. That's this one on the bottom. And then the last one is the darkest, and that is Current Crush. And you might see this and go, wow, that's like really dark. And it is dark. This is seeing, or sorry, Current Crush. It is dark. It is a dark berry color. But just for fun, now remember, I already have on Sunset Rose, but just for fun, let me just show you what Current Crush is going to look like on me. And it might not be completely accurate because I didn't wipe off the other one. Well, we can still get an idea of how it doesn't, I mean, it's dark and you can see it's dark. It's dark and you can see it's dark, but you can also tell that it might not be quite as dark as you think it is when you look at it in the package and on the swatch. But it is actually, it's a really nice color. And I'll see if I can do like a short or something where I apply it so I can show you guys just this color by itself, since I did have on the Sunset Rose underneath. But you can still tell that you know, it looks okay. And actually, I personally really like sometimes to have a darker color, particularly like the Seeing Red color. So for fun, let's just put that on. I don't know how that one's going to show up right now. Actually, that's pretty good to what it was when I had it by itself. But remember, I just layered it on top of two other colors. So but as far as like appearance wise, I do think that the Seeing Red is probably going to be your deepest, like a deep red color for that bold red lip. And sometimes that's fun to have. And then the Current Crush will be a darker color, but might not be as dark as you think it is. And these do have, if you go to the product link, there is a virtual try-on tool. So if you would like to virtually try them on, that is an option for this product. So that's fun. And then, you know, you can do like me and pick up all the shades or pick up one or two. And so definitely a great addition to our lineup of products. And it's a fun one, and it is free, again, free from those parabens, talc, sulfates, phthalates, mineral oil. There is none of that in the formula. And it is, like I said, I felt like, particularly when I wore this one that I just put on, the Seeing Red, that it lasted a little bit longer. And you know, even if you're worried about trying to add something later on in the day or that kind of thing, just bring it with you. It's small enough, it will fit in your purse. Just bring it with you and touch it up. And but you might not have to touch it up as much as you might have to touch up some of the other products, because it definitely, for me anyway, it lasted a little bit. Now, I don't remember, like, I don't think I ate but so much and stuff like that. So a lot of times it depends on what are you doing. But And I will say it probably would leave a lip stain behind on like your cup or something like that. I'm sure it would, in fact, but maybe not if you let it dry really well before. That's the thing about products is like this will dry, but it's not going to dry out your lips. It's really, it's liquidy and gel when you put it on. It will dry a little bit as time goes on, but it's not going to dry out your lips. So that's good. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching the replay. And I will see everybody next time, probably sometime next weekend. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks again.